Hey guys, welcome back to PolyWaffle. How have you been, Hannah?
Yeah, good, thanks. What about yourself?
I've been great, and I'm really excited for today's show.
Me too. Can't wait to see all of the stories in today's episode.
Yeah, so firstly, we're going to check out a day in the life of a prop maker.
Okay, I'm Edward. I'm an independent prop maker. So I create props for productions, either films, televisions, marketing, personal display on occasion in the theatre, and I get hired out on a contractual basis for larger sort of companies or firms who have been given, jobs that need to be done. It's really interesting. Prop making has really gone quite digital. So in my day-to-day, I spend less and less time working out in sort of, the workshop, physically putting things together as I spend designing stuff. A lot of time now is just spent, get up, have a piece of toast, pour a cup of tea, and stare at a screen for 12 hours. Of course, that's not every day. You get a job and it's not divided up into, cool, I do 1 hour of this in the morning, I then do an hour of this, etc., etc. A job can go for as long as 4 weeks or as short as 2 days. What I really enjoy about being a prop maker is that I get sort of an almost controlled creative freedom. It's incredibly satisfying to be given effectively puzzles, problems to solve that I get to solve incredibly artistic sort of ways. I think everyone working for anyone has the time when someone comes up and goes, "Hi, I've got," and then lays out an impossible task for you to do. But the impossible ones are always the ones that are the most fun. It always involves the most incredible creative thinking to get your head around a problem and find an interesting creative solution that'll always look good at the end of the day on a camera.
That's fascinating. He's so passionate about making props. I mean, how rare is that? I love it.
Yeah, it's not like you can just go down the street and randomly meet a prop maker.
I know, right? And the things that he does daily require a certain level of persistence.
Well, sir, you definitely have my respect.
Simon, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Hannah.
Do you like dolls?
Not particularly, no. Why is that?
I think you will change your mind after we watch the next story about de-hairing and re-hairing dolls.
Hi, I'm Juliet, and today I'll be teaching you about doll customization. Well, first and foremost, you're going to need a doll. The hair itself can easily be pulled loose. Additionally, you're going to need some wool, and with the help of a pet brush to separate each fiber, you'll end up with a result like this. And the most important part of this entire tutorial is a needle with the tops cut off. This can be wedged into the X-Acto knife, and if you screw it on, you have yourself a rerouting tool to put the strands in. First, you remove the head, and now you use a chopstick to basically keep the head up. You remove any hair ties or elastic that may have come pre-packaged. For the hair removal, I typically just grab a little strand and give it a light pull. Usually it comes out quite easily without any give, but if there's any fabric or factory glue within the actual skull, the X-Acto knife comes in handy. As you can see, she's de-haired. Because the hair of choice will be black, I'm going to go in with my Sharpie pen and paint the scalp black in order for it to blend in. Now that you have your doll, you take some wool, divide it down the middle, measure accordingly, and with an X-Acto knife or pair of scissors. After straightening the hair, I take one individual strand, and I begin to puncture the scalp and rehair the doll. I decided on giving her a sort of punk-like haircut. Anyway, this is how you successfully reroot a doll and rehair it, so enjoy!
Wow, I'm not quite sure I want to try that one at home.
Why not? It seems interesting. I mean, people have always dressed and undressed dolls. Why not de-hair and rehair them?
Well, for a starter, I don't have any dolls, of which I am very glad.
Oh, I can get you one for your birthday if you want.
No, thank you. They're pretty scary at night. Like, imagine their eyes staring at you while you try to sleep. Oh, my God. Oh, wait, what's that?
Oh, you will find out after we watch the next story about Colombian dance culture.
My name is Rosa Doyle. and I am one of the pioneers of Rumba Latina in Melbourne. Rumba Latina is a dancing group from Colombia, and what we do here in Melbourne is dancing in different festivals, and the main thing that we want to do is to introduce to the public and share all these experiences and the knowledge and the Colombian culture to everyone here in Australia. Colombia, it is a country from South America. And today we are talking about the Colombian culture. So this culture is very rich and broadened as the food, music, dancing, all vary from town to towns inside the country. So the reason that is so rich is because the diversity. So the influences from the Africans and Spanish and indigenous all together 400 years ago in the time of the conquest and the Spanish colonized Colombia, they all met and combined together, and all this mixture is the result today of the culture that we see and we enjoy nowadays. So one of the traditional and very important dances from Colombia is the cumbia. Cumbia is very popular on the coast, but also in the center, like in the town that I was born. Cumbia is so old, and it was created by the Africans together with the local indigenous. Puya is another dance very popular in Colombia, so we still dance this in all the events and festivals and fandangos, the same as the cumbia. Puya also have very strong movements by the girl from the hips, and the boys also do very suggestive movements when they are dancing together with the girls. With Rumba Latina, we would like to invite everyone to find out more about Colombian culture. It is worth it. You are not going to get bored at all. It is so much to learn, even for people like us from Colombia. We need to learn more about us because it's so broad and it changes from city to city. You just drive in your car 1 hour north or 1 hour south, and it's going to be different type of food, music, and dances. So it is worth it. So take the chances every time. If there are a chance to go to any festivals or events or watch any videos or go even to Colombia, you are going to enjoy it. You are going to have a very good experience.
What a nice dress, don't you think?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's a typical Colombian hat.
Yes, it is. And it is just as beautiful as the dress she wore, don't you think? Now we have to take a break, but after that we will take a look at beard art as well as continuing on from Holly's personal development.
Welcome back. So up next we're going to be looking at beard art.
Beard art, that sounds interesting. Can you grow a beard, Simon?
Oh, not a full beard, but I get a bit of bum fluff on the chin, which I consider a beard.
All right, well let's go check out beard art. You might even get some inspiration from it.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to Is This Art? Unfortunately, we're starting on a sad note this week. How to put this? James Leet is no longer with us. He appears to have escaped his bonds and has fled the studio. But rest assured, I have top men on his trail and he will be back sooner rather than later. In the meantime, in his place, we're joined by a friend of the show, Az Cardone. Hey, buddy.
Hey Daniel,
You are ready to jump into some art with me there?
God wind.
Good stuff. Today we want to talk about beard art. It's a medium that began with bored old Dutchmen twirling their beards and has since evolved into a worldwide scene. All over the globe there are national contests where the contestants compete to have the most elaborate shape in their beard. Sometimes as windmills, we've seen bird cages, even the moon has graced the face of the competitors. What's your take on this?
As my belief as a Promethean blue-eyed vegan, I think that beards are not only art, but they are their savior in the environment. See, I always catch myself, late night watching My Little Pony, and things may get steamy, and I don't have a lot of socks, and it's a cold, long winter, so I'm all out of tissues, and as Godfather Damon said, may art be beard.
I see. You offer an interesting perspective there. I do disagree, however. I don't recognise this medium as a form of art. The reason being is I can't grow a beard, so I find beard art to be exclusionary, and as a straight white male, I both need and deserve representation in all forms of art. So, big fat no from this observer. It is not art. See you next time.
I'm not sure I want to grow a beard after listening to that conversation.
Well, you should. I actually know a guy, Isaiah Webb, also known as Incredibeard. Have you heard of him?
No, but tell me more.
Well, in short, Mr. Incredibeard, along with his wife, create a new beard do every week, and then they post a video or photo on social media.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see that anything such as a beard can be considered art.
Exactly. Next, we're going to see how Holly, an artist, utilises different kinds of art to learn self-acceptance.
I absolutely love playing musical instruments and making lots of music with my voice, with my group of friends at church. Very much making music is just one of the other biggest passions that keeps me creative and driving forward in life. Hi, my name's Holly Steindl. I was born in Melbourne to a very normal family, but I didn't like that, so I've renamed myself Princess Holly a long time ago. Hence, I dress better than everyone else. I do my hair, so I look gorgeous all the time. I don't understand other people's houses. You visit their house and there is nothing to look at, nothing to touch, no artworks on the walls. It's like visiting a fish tank. It's so boring. Oh, no offense. I'm an artist. Everything I do and touch and live and breathe is about beautifulness, creativeness, enjoying other people's artistry, and just generally living life to the full. And yes, I'm a tiny bit eccentric and quirky, but that's okay. My art teacher accused myself of cheating and that my mother drew this. She did not. I drew the whole thing myself. I have not drawn a book yet called the I Hate My Teacher book, but I will, and I have started on a few books about my family members, I hate my sister, I hate my mother, other healthy self-development progress artworks and books. Anyone can try it.
Wow, that's really interesting. She really does hate everybody. I'm only kidding.
Well, you heard her. She's a princess, Princess Holly, so show some respect.
You know what? It would be really interesting to read one of those books that she's about to write.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how those books can help her personal development.
It sure will. But up next, we have another story about some students who are making a book.
Under One Sky is a project that brings 3 different genres of students together. That's Diploma of Writing, Diploma of Photography, and English as Another Language. What we have done is created a book that collaborates everybody's story and work and skill set. There was 2 separate situations where the 3 classes came together to collaborate between each other. Writers interviewed the EAL students And then the actual English as another language students went out with the photographers to capture what that story was told.
Yeah, I'm John de Brincat and I'm from Melbourne.
My name is Adelino and I'm from Brazil.
I'm half Italian, half Polish. My name is Thomas.
My name is Daniel Marhaus Gtsagay.
His name's Mohammed, he's from Egypt and I believe he's a doctor.
It's a Yoko and Jerusalem.
He seems like a really nice guy and he seems young and enthusiastic.
I know they're very calm. They're from Japan. They love. They're kind of energetic. One of them is a bit energetic. The other one is a bit quiet. So the personality is a little bit versatile. So we'll be interested how I will come up on the photos.
One of the students all share me like a love about nature, and I'm a very metaphorical writer, so I can use very good words and description in describing feelings. And I really like also the story of Mohammed and Ching. They told me they gave me some very good hint also to write maybe some novel in the future or some short book.
One of my subjects, they have a little bit of concern of the images. She doesn't like close portraits, very close images of herself. So I will try to come up with something in location that she would be happy with. The other Yoko, she would like to be photographed in a park. So one would be a garden, she's happy with the garden, the other one will be in a park.
It means a new opportunity for me because I've never did interview to other people, and it kind of gave me an opportunity to know more, to have a knowledge about other people, and opens my field to some job opportunity in the future.
To produce a good photograph of Mohammed and a good photograph for the writer and for the publication.
So much people learn through my life, about my life. Too much people learn, and my country.
Wow, I'm really impressed by how photography students and writing students can collaborate to produce a book on English students.
Impressive indeed. It makes me wonder, is writing a form of art, Simon?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, can you give me an example?
Well, hang on, let me think. All right, for example, rather than saying it was a nice day, you could say, it was a wonderful day with only a few fluffy clouds skipping across the sky, so blue it defied reality.
Wow, Simon.
I've inspired myself. And I've inspired a nation here. I'm only joking,
All right, so let's take a break now, and when we come back, we'll be taking a look at Rodrigo, a musician, talking about his favourite place.
Hey guys, welcome back. What were you saying about a guy called Rodrigo?
Rodrigo? Well, he's an amazing DJ.
Oh, a DJ, I see. That sounds pretty cool. Let's check it out.
My name is Rodrigo Kimmelblatt, aka Elblatt. I've been living in Melbourne since July last year, so basically 1 year. My art form, it's DJing, beat making. I'm also a hoster with Sika in a radio show called Out of Tune and triple R. Everything that makes me more involved with music, I'm in. I like to breathe and live music all the time. The thing that I enjoy the most about doing it, I think, is sharing my music and learning from different people as well. And my favorite place to hang out, work, and make my music, it's in my house, because I live with 4 more musicians. There's a guitar player, singer, guy that DJs as well, knows a lot about music. Super good because we are all the time jamming, making music, talking about music, learning from each other. So the best place for me to make music is my place.
Oh, I can so relate to him. I mean, not the music part, but my favorite place is absolutely my home.
Definitely, I completely understand. It's like our own safe zone.
Yeah, and we can freely do anything we want, like how Rodrigo can produce his own music.
Oh, definitely, but provided you have the necessary tools. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. I wish I could do that.
Oh, Simon, I wish you all the best.
Well, Hannah, unfortunately, it's time to end the show.
You're absolutely right. But before we do that, we have a Colombian singer, Camilo Ruiz, to perform his own song, Time to Shine. See you next time.
See you guys.
So many times I given up. Told myself I'm not the one. I can't, and I never will. Light a fire in the middle of the sea. Just give up the right to be right. Stand outside and never look back. Past in the past and nothing to change. From nothing you can create. It's never too late to start again. Life begins in every breath. It's time to shine and never give up. It's time to dance, live and laugh. It's time to shine and never give up. It's time to dance, live and laugh. What's the time?